Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna talk about freelancing. Whether you've been recently laid off, or you're tired of the daily grind, or you want yourself to be in a business, starting a freelance business offers a number of incredible benefits that most employers just can't compete with. Getting started as a freelancer can be easy as visiting one of the freelance sites to find work and networking within your current sphere of influence and find your first client. Consider using a freelance site such as freelance.com and upwork.com to find work. They might pay less than what you want, but this can be a great way to get your name out there and get testimonials and referrals. Beyond using freelance sites to set up a freelance business, you could decide what services you'll offer. For example, will you offer social media management on most platforms or focus on one, such as being Pinterest marketing manager? 2. Determine your target market. Who needs what you have to offer? This is the time to decide your brand and your unique selling proposition. This is also the time to decide if you'll focus on a specific industry. For example, will you offer your virtual support across industries? Number 3, decide your rates. Working as your own boss, often from the comfort of your home. Other perks of freelancing include set your own hours. Freelancing is flexible. You can work full-time or part-time on projects of your choice. Work where you want. If you'd like to be location independent in your career, freelancing is a great portable option for those who want to be a lifestyle entrepreneur. Be an independent contractor. Although clients can and usually will set specifications for the work they want, a freelancer is still an independent contractor, not an employee. You'd be free to control how the work is completed. Of course, if your clients don't like the final product, you might find yourself out of a gig. Get paid what you're worth. Freelancing allows you to set your own price for your services, which is often higher than what you'd make as an employee. Make sure you charge enough to cover for your overhead and to compensate you fairly for the time it will take you to do the work. Affordable to get started. If you have the ability to provide a certain service, you most likely also already have the equipment or software you need to deliver it. You shouldn't face steep startup costs. There's a high demand for help. Although the freelance marketplace is competitive, the need for quality, reliable freelancers is growing. Many businesses don't have employees these days. They rely upon a team of freelancers instead. Currently, this trend is growing as freelancers cost less to businesses than employees do, even if they pay a higher rate because they don't have payroll fees or benefits. You can pick and choose your clients. You'll probably want to take on any client who will hire you when you're starting out, but you also have the option not to take on difficult clients, especially as you grow. You can even fire them. Increased life balance and overall happiness. When you can pick and choose what you do and when you do it, as well as what you're paid or who you work with, you feel more balanced and happy in your life. If there are advantages of freelancing, there are also disadvantages. These are some of the disadvantages of freelancing. Your clients have schedules too. Yes, you can set your own hours for the most part, but if a client can only see you at dawn on Tuesday, you'll need to get up with the crows. You likely will need to work within deadlines as well. The work isn't always consistent. This is particularly the case if you're offering one and done services like creating a certain product. You turn the finished product over to your client, and that's the end of it. You have to find a new client who wants your product so you can create another one and be paid for it. More seasoned freelancers can avoid this issue by finding clients with a substantial volume of consistent work and impressing them so that they become regular vendors or service providers. A freelance writer, for instance, might have a client that requires an article twice a week on an ongoing basis, who probably won't be super successful overnight. Getting enough clients to support yourself and your family through freelancing can take a while, and many freelancers experience an ebb and flow in their work. You'll have to plan for lean times and be ready to work hard to deliver work on time when work is plentiful. Breaking in with lower costs might be necessary, but find clients willing to pay for quality as quickly as possible. Managing multiple clients and projects can be a challenge. Although some people like the variety of working on several projects at once, others find it difficult to keep track of deadlines. You have to pace yourself to produce and deliver quality work on time. Great time management systems and organization are key. You're in charge of all aspects. You're in charge of all aspects of your freelancing career, including invoicing, bookkeeping, marketing. In essence, you need more skills than just the ability to work your freelancing. Unless you can hire people to take care of these tasks, you need to take care of them on top of delivering your service. You'll have to pay for your own benefits. You'll lose out perks like employer-sponsored healthcare and retirement plans. Depending on your work you do, there might be professional associations that you can join to get your group health insurance rates. You'll have to pay self-employment tax. This is the flip side of paying taxes on less income. When you work for someone else, your employer pays half your Medicare and Social Security taxes, but now you have effectively are your employer. You'll have to pay both halves. This is commonly referred to as self-employment tax. My final words of advice would be, when you're just starting out as a freelancer, whether it's freelance writing, freelance graphic design, or anything in between, it's really not that difficult to work more than 60 hours per week. Whether you're just driven, excited, and workaholic, or worried about when you lose your next check, you can't burn yourself out like this. We all need a break from time to time to clear our heads and recharge the batteries. And that's the beauty of being a freelancer. We can put in an insane amount of work in 1 week so that we can plan to take off a couple of days the following week. Here are a couple other pieces of advice that every freelancer should consider taking to heart. Don't sleep the day away. It's awesome that you get to sleep in occasionally, but when you wake up at 4 in the afternoon, and the final words of advice, your client is getting ready to leave the office for the day, and there is a major issue with a project that reflects poorly on your professional reputation, you have to pay your own taxes. As mentioned earlier, freelancers are responsible for paying any federal, state, and local tax obligations. Don't gripe about it. Just pay your taxes and be done. Save your receipts. Paying for dinner when meeting a client is a tax deduction. Make sure you save those receipts. Have emergency funds. That $5,000 payment is burning in a hole in your pocket, but make sure that you set aside some of that extra money. You never know when work will dry up. You're not open 24/7. Even though you may work from home, it doesn't mean that you're available for work when a client requests your services. You need some much needed time off as well. Try and have hours of operation try and have works of operation that work best for you, like from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's alright to outsource. Sometimes you can't handle all the projects being thrown at you. When that happens, it is acceptable to outsource some work to a fellow freelancer who is capable of delivering work that meets the standards of both you and your client. If you do outsource, make sure it's someone that you trust and does quality work, and make sure you go work carefully before handling it in. That would be all, guys. Thank you. Hope you learned something from what I have just said. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Bye.